This is the beautiful mood board for October's Take 10 kit, y'all. Be sure to check out the links to studio29designs.com in the description box below if you guys want to get your hands on this kit as well. Thanks for watching. For this sneak peek, of course, I chose the stamp set again, and what an amazing stamp set this is by Studio 29 of the Take 10 kits, which there will be a link below in the description box of this video so you guys can go pick up the kit for this month. It is so cute, and my idea, among many that you will see in further videos, is to use some Shrink-a-Dink in white with an acrylic block and some archival ink, but you could also use StazOn, something that's not going to rub off because it's kind of like a plasticky material, so you need something that's going to like hold up. And then I'm just going to be stamping this out because I want to create kind of like my own little acrylic piece or charm, as you will, to use on my project life. And you could literally do these in multiples if you want to have several. If you're a big coffee drinker, that might be a great idea for you. This idea that I have for the stamp set kind of morphs as I go along because I really just wanted to capture my thought process as I first got this stamp set on the same day and decided to film on the same day just to see what I could come up with organically on video. So I'm just cutting around the edges, and now I'm heating up the piece of Shrink-a-Dink. I would suggest using your tweezers at like a point and not necessarily holding them grasped because that could create an indent in the actual Shrink-a-Dink as you're melting it. So that's just a little tip. And it's gonna warp and stuff, but it will flatten out at the end, and I will be using an acrylic block just to flatten it out even more so, but it usually flattens out on its own, so it's not necessarily a requirement. That's just something that I do just to make sure it's like extra flat. And it's just really cool just to do something different than normal and to create kind of some of your own little embellishments. And you're gonna see how tiny it is. It's like the size of my pinky now, you guys. It's so cute. And you could have colored this as well with alcohol ink markers. You can do lots of things with this, so you don't just have to stick to this one idea if you decide to do this yourself. And then I'm also working on this Project Life card, and I decided to use the feathers because to me feathers, leaves, and all kinds of like anything in that realm is very fall to me. But I do end up changing my mind about the idea I have originally for this card, but I decided to keep the card in anyway and still leave it like this just so you guys can see that sometimes you come up with an idea and you can change your mind, and sometimes what you have in your mind for the idea is not necessarily what it ends up being. So, and that's okay. I ended up not necessarily going with my original idea, but I still wanted to show it because that happens. That's life. Of course, I'm using my watercolors, and I still really love the way the card came out. It's just originally I had an idea of placing a circle on top of the feathers, and I ended up really not liking how it looked when I put it all together. In my head it looked really awesome, but when I put it there I was like, oh, it looks kind of off to me. So I ended up doing different versions of cards so that you guys get an idea of like what you can do with the stamp set. And by all means, you know, turn it into your own thing, just as I do if I see something that inspires me. Don't just like, you know, feel like you have to stick with my idea on it. There's plenty of ideas you can do. And I decided to add the yellow like very mildly and lightly because I figure like any warm colors, you know, with the browns and the yellows and all of that and the oranges are very fall to me. So, and I think pink is really like a fall color that you can add into it. I know like reds and maroons, kind of like purple I would say, and a maroon is kind of also a nice fall color, but I wanted to do kind of pinks because you guys are going to see in my Project Life process video I will be using it for my fall spread that I'm going to do with this kit, which is going to be absolutely awesome and so much fun. So I can't wait for you guys to dig into this kit. You guys are really going to love it, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on the design team. Like, I was so inspired. I had to start playing with it the moment I got it. So I ended up gluing everything with a Tombow Mono Multi, and I really love that saying autumn is in the air. So I ended up creating 3 different cards. This first card I ended up adding the acrylic piece to is the chai latte card, which is my favorite drink at Starbucks, and it just all went together with that circle and even better than I expected. And it's a really simple card that you could create yourself using that stamp set as well as your own script and handwriting. And then I also created the second card using last month's stamp set as well as this month's stamp set. I also wrote chai latte in there with a pen, and I put autumn is in the air in the bottom of that, and you could easily add some script to where those lines are, which is why I created created it in that fashion. And this card, I just put Autumn is in the air on the top of the card so that you could add a 2x2 photo or even script. I kind of play it by ear and like to make different versions of cards because you never know what's going to end up really fitting in with your style of project life. And the last thing I decided to create spur of the moment was also these cute little cups. I stamped them out on white paper and then stamped little sayings in the middle like yes please and you had me at, and they're so cute and I can't wait. I'm actually going to end up using these in my project life process video that I have for the kit, so I can't wait for you guys to see that. Be sure to check out the stamp set, you guys, and this kit that's going to be coming out. I'm going to have the description in the box below, and I hope you guys do check it out because it's just an awesome kit. And thanks so much for watching, y'all.